Shalom. Call Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bachar Kodash. Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahweh Shai, Rakata Bachar Kodash, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bachar Kodash. Shalom and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders and the Akim and the Akwath of the hopeful elect. Shalom. Just want to go into a quick video entitled The Era When Esau is Permanently Brought Down. Now, as we know, Esau, he was the Most High brought down Esau around 300 AD when the Roman Empire fell. That was in the book of Revelation speak about that beast that was wounded to death, but he was healed through what? America. And the infrastructure of the political system of the modern day plebeians and the modern day patricians, or who the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. So the Senate and Congress, that's all the Roman Empire. That's that fourth beast that was wounded to death when the Roman Empire fell around 300 AD for 1,000 years and was resurrected when they came out of those caves during the so-called Renaissance. And they did what? Iconoclasm, by whitewashing all of our images. Let's go ahead and get that real quick. And they came out those caves, and the Most High let them loose for a little season. But now their little season is almost up now, as we see. Let's see. Salakia. All right, so verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. See, that's the whitewashing. And that's also what they did during the Renaissance period, during the 13 and 1400s and 1500s, in that time period when they came out those caves, because they don't have the heritage of the Israelites, but they painted the likeness of their images over our heritage, which is so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, and they took and they whitewashed and they stole our heritage, in a very blasphemous act. Because what did the Most High say? He that take away from this word shall have his name taken out of the book of the have his name taken out of the part of the book of life. Something I'm roughly paraphrasing. And then he that addeth into the word shall have the plagues added unto him that are written therein. So I'm roughly paraphrasing. You can Google those phrases. I won't go into it for time's sake, but I didn't have those written down. But yes, that's Esau's MO. He whitewashes everything. He's the last samurai. Tom Cruise in that movie, The Last Samurai. And every movie, it's always his likeness, no matter the culture. He always make movies with him as the people, the Egyptians, in the Exodus, right? In the movie The Exodus, the old movie back in the 60s or 70s. I can't remember how old it was. It was him, playing Moses. And he's the Egyptians and the Israelites, right? It's pure foolishness, This Esau, this Edomite, he paints his image, he paints his likeness and everything, and portrays it in the movies the same way. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. The devil means deceiver or slanderer, false accuser, and that's who he is. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? See, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So that lets you know that's what? Whitewashing. He covered the faces of the judges. That's who. Started beginning with the Almighty power of Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, His right arm, Yahweh Shah, and then also the Israelites. There's a book. There's a book called Judges, right? The Israelites are judges. Watch this. Psalms chapter 2, verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And then these wicked Israelites say, "What? Only God can judge me." Well, they're quoting Tupac, not the Holy Scriptures. Only God can judge me. That's a song by Tupac created. And his foolishness and his folly, and that's why he's dead and he's gone, because he was a false prophet. He was a anti-Messiah. He was a profane messianic figure. They try to look at him as he was some kind of savior. He only brought wickedness, and he put that I believe it's an East Indian deity, false deity, wicked demon called Thuggy, but Tupac called it Thug for short, right? And he has a song called "Shorty Wanna Be a Thug," and he had Thug tattooed on his torso, right? So that was the heathen, false, wicked demon deity called Thuggy. Thug. I think it's 2 G's or 1 G, and it's 2 E's. Thuggy. And Thug for short. So niggas put the Thug demon on our Israelite men, and the Beyoncés and the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions and the Nicki Minaj's put the diva, wicked false female wicked demon god on our women. So that's why it's adultery rampant, right? This is a very terrible, filthy place. But that's all because of Esau Edom and this great melting pot he calls, that he calls the melting pot of America, of the earth. America putting all the nations together. And this is why this is Babylon the Great. Babylon, the root word is Babel. Babel means confusion, the city of confusion, the city of great confusion. Babylon the Great means city of great confusion. Not just confusion, but great. It's even worse than the ancient city of confusion, aka Babylon, of Nimrod and Nebuchadnezzar. Man, what did I wanted to get? But what was that, man? I was about to bring out something. It was a sidebar, so it wasn't the primary precepts I had. But damn. Oh well, if the Spirit permits, it'll come back to me. But Isaiah 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, because this place, America, Babylon the Great, everyone thought this was the greatest place of all time and would never fall. They were tender and delicate, but now this is America's an old washed up whore, and the wages of sin is death. Whore, her death is very bitter, and America means bitter. So, virgin daughter of Babylon, that's a buzz phrase as well. In Psalms 137, lets you know who that daughter of Babylon is, meaning the ancient Babylonian Empire birthed this new Babylon that follows its ways and enhanced the wicked ways of ancient Babylon. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, in the name Yahweh Shai, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof, because the Edomites, the so-called white race, they were chanting and they were cheerleaders for Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonians. When they cheered, they cheered them on when they was destroying the Israelites and took us into captivity. Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon. See, that lets you know who Edom in verse 7 is. The very next verse lets you know that Edom is the daughter of Babylon. Babylon the Great, here in America chiefly, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be. And why should the daughter of Babylon, the Edomites, be destroyed? Because they're wicked. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Because Andrew Jackson, they did that, dashed our Native American, so-called Native American Northern Kingdom brethren, the tribe of Gad and Reuben. Andrew Jackson, destroyed the babies, was slamming their heads against the trees and stomping on them and everything. It was pretty terrible. So this is prophecy right here. This was written thousands of years before that happened, because the Most High already knew that was going to happen in the future, and so it was the Most High permitted it to be published in the Holy Scriptures thousands of years before, and that's what you call a prophecy. Prophecy, right? So, what a man sowed, that shall he also reap. That's in Galatians 6, I think, verse 8, around verse 8. So, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. Salaki. Verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. What north country is that? The north country that came and took down Babylon, ancient Babylon. The Neo-Babylonian Empire was the Medes. The modern day Medes is Russia now, and all of its allies, Iran, China, and all those other nations, North Korea, so forth and so forth, so on and so forth. And they shall set themselves in array against her. Array means an arrangement. The Most High is arranging all these nations, these heathen nations, to surround Babylon. That's why Putin got those submarines, and he just delivered some more warships to Cuba the other day as a token of their friendship. That's what they calling it. But it's the Most High's putting these warships, of the of Gog and Magog, the Medes, the Russians, and its allies, in array against Babylon round about. From thence she shall be taken. How? Through the missiles, that they're going to be surrounded with and be overwhelmed with. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, meaning an expert man, a mighty expert man, not just an expert man, but mighty, because when he aims, he hits his target. So the Most High is that mighty expert, infinitely mighty and infinitely expert warlord. Because Exodus 15:3, the Most High say he's a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. Because the Most High is going to be guiding these missiles to destroy Babylon the Great, America. Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain, because just like the Most High's word does not return void unto him. It fulfills the purpose in which the Most High sends it. And the same with his army, his military, and the missiles that he sends, that he created. The missiles will not shoot. He will not shoot those missiles in vain. Let's see, verse 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. It goes into basically those little hats, America as well. Those little hats over there, they're going to be spoiled. All those Arab nations coming together against them over there in the Middle East. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. And a bastard is dwelling in Ashdod right now. And those bastards are the little hats. And they're destroying the heritage, or they're destroying the homeland over there. With the pink city, the largest pink parade The rainbow parade, the largest rainbow parade in the entire earth. They're defiling the heritage of our heritage and our holy land, the Most High's chosen pit, which is the land of Jerusalem. Someone has to pay for these atrocities, these blasphemous atrocities. So, and we know that the so-called white race, they are allergic to accountability, and that's why the so-called black woman is allergic to accountability, and pretty much all women are, especially the so-called black woman. She's the leader in wickedness or in righteousness, depending upon who's ruling the earth. So the wicked of the earth is ruling, so she's leading the charge of all women in wickedness. And when Yahushua returns, she will be the lead in righteousness because she'll be taught the right way. She'll be leading all the other women in righteousness. But right now, Eve, the so-called, I call her so-called black women, brute Eves, not brute beasts, but brute Eves, because they have become brute monsters underneath the so-called white man. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh, in the name Yahushua. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. So when I went to that word bellow, it goes into neighing. So neighing is how a horse neigh and bray. That hee-haw that a horse makes, because Esau, he's a cave beast, and he makes those animalistic sounds back when he's in his natural form and natural habitat. And then, he's made himself he waxed fat, because he's been eating off the backs of the Israelites, and he's celebrated with those animalistic hee-hawing by it like a horse, because he's the most base. He's the base man, the lowest level man on earth. So we'll get Job 30:7. Among the bushes they brayed, and under the nettles they were gathered together. So that word braid, nahach, to bray, cry out. Let's see, Jeremiah 50. It's like Jeremiah 50. Come on, man. And verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. It's going into the thermonuclear missiles, the end result of something burning up becoming very dry, right? These thermonuclear missiles are so hot that it's going to turn everything into a desert. So the hindermost of the nations. See, even when you look at the statue, the prophetic statue of the vision of that Nebuchadnezzar got of the four different metals of the statue. Esau, he's at the bottom, the hindermost, and the hindermost now is America. America's going to be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. The Most High, thus said the Most High Power. So Job 30:8. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Vile means filthy. They're the most wicked in the entire earth. The NLT says what? They are nameless fools, outcasts from society. And we know the so-called white man, he's an outcast. Why? Because he's an outlaw. Jeremiah 50 and verse 13. Because of the wrath of Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hissed at all her plagues, because this place has an incredible judgment coming forth for all of its wickedness. No other nation has committed the levels of crimes and sins that this place has, and taught other men to be wicked as well. From the so-called elites from the top on down to the average Joe, they've been taught to be extremely wicked. So it's it's about to come down upon their head. Verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. So see, it's all about sinning that brings judgment. So the righteous has nothing to worry about. The judgments is for the wicked, not the righteous. And what's righteous? The commandments. Romans 10 and 5. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. It lets you know right there. All sinners. And what sin? Breaking the commandments. So anyone saying that the laws are done away with, they're foolish and they're going to be destroyed. They're fools and will be destroyed. 1 John 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him. And who is that him? Yahweh. We know that we know Yahweh if we keep his commandments. And verse 3, 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. So if you're not keeping the commandments, you're breaking the laws of the Most High. And the Most High is going to destroy all sinners. 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, meaning it's not a problem, it's not something too tough to do. So we'll go ahead and read. And Esau has done his best to make sure that he makes it seem grievous, and for people to uprise and come against the commandments when you speak about it. Because he's not a righteous spirit. He's not a righteous vessel, the so-called white man. He's only pushing that which is wicked and filthy. Lamentations 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. This nation, they cannot and will not and have no desire to, the so-called white race here in America. Verse 18, they hunt our steps with a slave patrol, so-called cops. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go into our streets. That we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, for our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven, because they always false accusing and slandering before the Heavenly Father, and justifying their destruction of us by these same words. Verse 19, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They lay wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So the era of Esau is about to be permanently brought down and destroyed by the Heavenly Father, because we see what happens. Nothing but mass confusion and just mass confusion and wicked. Esau destroying the economy, bottlenecking everything into his own benefit, and destroying the Israelites. So the Most High has his number, and the Most High is about to bring Esau down permanently out of his wicked rulership. So with that being said, I hope this video was edifying. The water to the Chakadash Basham. Yahushua for other videos. In this video, I'll say, Shalom.